Alright, what's going on, everyone? Trade recap. December 30th, I was not expecting to trade really this whole week, to be honest, but I just kind of hopped on and was looking for stuff, and I guess I found something I liked. I risked pretty low. That is the only thing I will say. Like, I risked a lot lower than I usually would. It's because it's like I wasn't really planning on trading. It's almost New Year's. I don't know. I just didn't want to go full. I didn't want to risk my full position. Yeah, let's get into it. Here is the P&L. So I'm on a copy trader now. Here's the P&L. So we got 1,400 total. I made 350 across 4 accounts. Definitely not risking enough for evals because these are evals still. But like I said, I didn't want to risk my full position today being December 30th. And I just didn't really know how price action would come across. So yeah. Alright. So coming into the day, on the 4 hour, we were bearish. We just took out these, dude, I haven't done one of these in a while. It's been actually a hot minute since I've done a trade recap. Or traded in general. I took a pretty long break, honestly, 2 weeks, so it's gonna be back. I don't think I'm gonna be trading tomorrow or the next day. Maybe tomorrow. I'll see about tomorrow, and then definitely not Thursday because it's New Year's Day, bank holiday. And then yeah, we're getting right back into it. New year, so much potential. Okay, anyway, so we just took out these previous week highs, or from a couple weeks ago. And on the 4 hour, we were looking bearish. Okay, we inversed this 4 hour gap. We had 4 hour CISD. Overall, pretty bearish on the 4 hour. The daily, we are still bullish, I'd say, but overall, I was looking for shorts, honestly. Like I said in previous videos, I am trying to kind of keep more of a neutral bias, but I had it in mind that we were kind of more bearish on the 4 hour. And yeah, like I said, I mean, on the hourly, we are just in this accumulation zone, so it's I'm not expecting a ton of price today, which is why I risked so low again. Again, a very predictable sideways market. So if you know how to trade a sideways market, it's honestly very predictable because we are just accumulating. Okay. Honestly, I could have caught this short as well. I wasn't even on the market. I was editing my TikTok. This would have been pretty decent. Swept out all this accumulation and London high and Asia high. Got a nice fill on this 5-minute inversion. Could have gone break even at this 5-minute gap and then targeted the wick of this or something, I don't know, or the body of that. That is not what I took though. I took shorts kind of off New York AM. Right around here. So what we ended up doing, we came down, took out this low, pre-market, put an SMT with this I believe. Put an SMT with this low, and the New York AM candle, we had a kind of bullish open. Price came up and took out this high. Took out this 5-minute intermediate high. So intermediate high is a high resting inside of a fair value gap. So we had this 5-minute intermediate high. There we go. So we have a high, this 5-minute high resting inside of a fair value gap. Okay. And we sweep that with New York AM, okay? So New York AM comes, sweeps out this high. And at this point, oh my god, bro, what am I doing? I said to myself, I'm going to either wait for an inversion down, a displacement through here, or I'm going to wait for us, if we continue up and inverse this 5-minute gap, I would have waited for this London high to get swept, if we ended up doing that, but if we ended up doing it on this candle, I would have waited for this high to get swept and then look for shorts down. So that honestly played out, but my original original thing played out. My original plan kind of played out just before, so It probably would have been better to wait for this setup, but just because I would have gotten a better, like a larger move. But so what I ended up doing was after this 5-minute high got swept, we're inside this zone. I didn't necessarily want to wait for this 1-minute gap to get inverse because honestly I was looking to target this low, and I wouldn't have really gotten really much of a move. So all I really waited for was since we're in this zone or this 5-minute bearish gap, we're in a higher time frame PDRA. We swept this 5-minute high. All I'm waiting for is like displacement through this area. Okay, we didn't have a gap necessarily in here. I mean, like you could say we had a 30-second CIST within there, but we really didn't have like, you know, we didn't really have IFEG. It was really more honestly discretion. I did like this displacement on this candle. Also stacked up with all the other confluences. Looking back on this, I mean, it looks choppy, but at the same time, we do have like some sort of direction. We are looking to take out this low I had marked out before we headed higher to take out London high and Asia high, and then we could have shorted again, but I like I said, I wasn't even on the market. So yeah, like I said, I risk pretty low. I wouldn't say this is like an A+ setup by any means, but I also wouldn't say it's like a horrible setup. Just like I would say the price, the delivery wasn't ideal. Like we kind of edged my stop loss and then kind of chopped around. But at the same time, we did, like I said, we did end up coming and taking out my draws. So like, yeah, that's really all that matters. Yeah, like I said, I think this would have been the ideal play, waiting for all this accumulation to get swept. And then we got that nice 5-minute inversion. Could have stopped at the body and then targeted. Could have targeted the body, could have just targeted a 1-to-1, whatever, you know. Yeah, all that though. That's pretty much all I got. I just targeted, I think I had almost exactly a 1-to-1. That is pretty much all I got. Yeah, like I said, I don't know if I'm definitely won't be trading Thursday. May or may not be trading tomorrow. I'll probably be on, but then like kind of, yeah, may or may not trade. That's pretty much all I got. I will maybe see you guys tomorrow, and if not, have a good New Year's.